Alright, number 4. Starting to assemble the repeater itself and things on the tray. Um, well, take a look. Okay, standard 19-inch rack shelf, 12 inches deep. Okay, we'll start with the other stuff first. We've got the radios are mounted. Use little L brackets to mount them so that I can get it offset from the sides enough, and it works out great because of the fins and the slots in the trays. You can see how they're bolted there on the bottom side with the washer to spread the load, and they're actually pretty stable. I've got the fuse block on. A lot of stuff like that, and well, pretty much everything in the back here is 3M tape, 3M VHB tape. It's great stuff. That way I don't know, 5 years down the road, you may want to take it apart and do something else. Well, rather than it being full of holes and everything else, you can just pop it off. But it does hold secure. So anyway, time for one of the worst parts of this whole build is this little fan controller. The fan controller is great. It works. It does just what it's supposed to. Nothing special. But putting the case together that it comes in is a pain. Alright, these pieces I got to be finished cutting out. And then honestly, just getting the paper off of these pieces of plastic. I know it's stupid. It's little, but it irks the crap out of me. It really does. And not to mention the controllers. I have to, when you get it, you have to cut all the through-hole component leads. They don't cut the leads down. They're still sticking way up, and you can't put the case together around it because it don't fit in the case with the leads poking through. And then all your little itty-bitty tiny hardware, which they give you these screws and they're 10 miles long, and I have no idea why. I don't know. I honestly, I have to cut them off because they're so long. I mean, they stick out like a 1/4 inch above at least a quarter, maybe more than that, above the finished product. And here's the temperature sensor. This will end up going in one of those fins right there, probably that one right in the middle, so that you'll know, so the fan comes on and keeps it from overheating, like boredom breaker net or stuff like that. And for those that have been wondering, pardon all that mess, the front covers, I don't know if you can see it or not really. That's the 3D printing the front covers for the Tait radios. Again, our displays are junk. It's just the way it is. They're used radios, and the displays are a weak part. So the tm8200s gave me this idea because they come as a data radio. So I'm putting the DB9 into it, wiring it all up, and then you can actually program it from the front connector with just simple RS-232. You gotta do on the right pins, but it's just straight up RS-232, nothing special, no funky cable to be bought. You can make one at home. It's pretty easy. So that's what we got. That's probably gonna be it for today. Kind of getting tired too, and I gotta work tomorrow. So until next time, catch you later. 47046. It's our hub. Come join us when you can. Or 471461. It's my home repeater. I'm around. It's usually on. I've usually got IHD on. Alright, later.